Today we finally saw the last bit of content, or I guess an event within Season 4 happen for Warzone, that being the introduction of Blueprint Blitz. So with the introduction today, I want to tell you guys everything you need to know about how to do this, how to take advantage of the rewards of Blueprint Blitz, and everything that comes along with it. So as we go along, let me know your thoughts down below. Are you liking this special event in Blueprints you may not have been able to get otherwise? Were you hoping for something else in particular? Whatever the case may be, let me know your thoughts down below. But hopefully enjoy the video. If you do, make sure you drop a like down below. Let's aim for 1,000 likes here on this video. Doing both that and commenting helps out the video greatly in the algorithm, and of course is greatly appreciated. But if you guys are also new to the channel, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Warzone, Cold War, Modern Warfare, anything COD related, especially as we gear up for Season 5 here in just a couple of days. We'll keep you up to date with everything you need to know. That said, let's jump right into the discussion at hand. So introduced today was the long-awaited Blueprint Blitz, the now final update for Season 4, and completing everything we've seen revealed so far in terms of content via the roadmap and such, and of course this being the last thing it didn't quite make it into the game just yet, though it is live now, which is interesting given that it's available until, well, the start of Season 5. It's kind of an odd timing that it wasn't included in yesterday's update, but instead rolls out into the next week. Regardless of timing, whether you get that rolling over into Season 5 or not, what is Blueprint Blitz? Well, it's an automated system that comes down to earning older exclusive blueprints. So on one hand, it is kind of unfortunate that we haven't seen an exclusive blueprint introduced here with this, and Raven, please, I beg you, put in another exclusive blueprint reward and a quest line for Easter egg via Season 5 update. I mean, please, we haven't had one since Season 1 with a Red Door Milano blueprint on Rebirth Island. But on the other hand, it is a phenomenal experience for anyone who missed out for any number of reasons. Whether you're just getting into the game now and didn't quite have the opportunity to unlock Season 3, 4, and 5 blueprints within Modern Warfare's main year of support, or the oddball cases like myself who did things like the Bunker 11 Easter egg too quickly when tracking wasn't working within the first 12 to 16 hours after the update when it went live last year, and so therefore the Muddrobber blueprint was never awarded to my account. So it's just kind of a great case of being able to play catch up on exclusive rewards for those that didn't quite get them when they were active and they're now gone forever otherwise. So we had a similar situation like this with the Easter baskets around Verdansk earlier in the spring, but those only lasted for about 48 hours or so. This is going to be going for an entire week that you can jump into either BR or Plunder. It doesn't matter which, you can get it at your own leisure or sweeten the pot while trying to get that BR win. But this is entirely automated here, where the contraband contract will drop after you complete 2 standard contracts. That could be a supply run, a bounty contract, a recon contract, a scavenger, a most wanted, doesn't matter. You just have to simply complete 2 contracts and that contraband contract will spawn in. To which all you then have to do is accept it, go to the drop zone location and deposit your cash, as well as also then redeeming that reward for the exclusive blueprint that was active at that time in that designated contract. Now, right now there is stated to be 11 blueprints available, though we'll talk about here in a second. It's kind of weird how these all work out. So far, I have seen through a couple hours of playtime the Gray Matter Tundra, the Aggressor Type 63, the Renegade Ranger M16, the Teardrop 1911, the Frozen Chosen M82, the Muddrobber MP7, and the Pumpkin Punisher Growl 556. But having asked around a little bit on Twitter and looking at other forums like Reddit, I've seen blueprints like the Fluid Dynamics Car 98K mentioned by Venki3301, the Firebrand Bruin, and the Bat Out of Hell Striker 45 mentioned by Buck25425, the Military Green M16, and the Hazardous Krig 6 mentioned by Reddit. But fellow creator and Easter egg hunter Geeky Pastimes ended up putting up a tweet stating the 11 blueprints he's seen confirmed, which included the Noxious RPD among those other ones that have been reported as well. Which, if that's the case and we don't have more than 11, that would then mean the previously earnable Easter egg reward for Modern Warfare Season 5, the Enigma CR56 AMAX that came along with the Stadium Easter egg, that wouldn't be included in this, which is kind of strange given that we see previous Easter egg rewards like the Muddrobber blueprint introduced in this as well. One thing that I noticed is that I had probably half a dozen pop-ups of the Gray Matter Tundra and the Aggressor Type 63 and that Renegade Ranger M16 earlier after completing dozens of contracts across, like, again, 2 to 3 hours of playtime. But at the same time, things like that Pumpkin Smasher, I only saw once during it. So the RNG is a little weird, admittedly, and as such, unfortunately, again, after listing all of those blueprints, I can't give you an exact 100% complete picture of the rewards that were added. Though, again, as we mentioned, via both things like Twitter, Reddit, and then my own hunches, there may be more than 11. So that's probably going to be something that's cleared up within the next 48 hours or so. And one thing I'm also hoping is cleared up is that of the tracking. Right now, these aren't tracking as properly as they should be. Personally, I found the Cold War weapons weren't tracking outside of the ones that I had already achieved on my account. Modern Warfare weapons like the Muddropper MP7, those ended up tracking for me first try, but I've also seen others say that Modern Warfare weapons aren't tracking. So it seems like, as always, whenever new introductions like this are put forth, that the tracking is just a little off. So again, hopefully that's fixed within the next 48 hours. Players can still then have ample amount of time to earn these rewards before the event ends up finishing. But before we go forward a little further, I do want to take a second and talk to you guys about my friends over at the Call of Duty League and catch you up on what's going on over there. Last weekend, we saw Major 5 happening, and man, it was insane right from the get-go, with FaZe, Optic, and Empire all being put in a loser's bracket, and way earlier than anticipated. Seattle upset FaZe in one of the craziest series in recent memory in competitive COD, while on a brighter note, the Minnesota Rokkr not only advanced to their first grand finals, but pulled off one of the greatest comebacks you probably will ever see within Call of Duty history, mounting a reverse sweep comeback from down 4 matches to win 5-4. From here, some teams will look to regain composure, while others will look to keep that pressure on as the next and final stage is set. CDL playoffs and champs. An entire year's worth of work coming to a close with one final showdown. Honestly, this year has been jam-packed with incredible moments, but if you haven't seen any of the action yet, do yourself a favor and tune in for playoffs. On LAN, with fans, it's going to be like nothing else. And in fact, if you're interested in checking out the action in person, from August 19th to the 22nd at the Galen Center in Los Angeles, California, tickets are available in a link in the description below. If you're looking to go or you're in the area and have never been, it's an incredible time, and for champs, dude, it's such an enjoyable time. But that said, I'm looking forward to all the action to come. Hopefully you are as well. But to learn more, check the link in the description below. And thanks again to the Call of Duty League for sponsoring this video. Now, to close out this video, I want to talk a little bit about the best ways you can actually do this to obtain all of these if you get lucky enough, again, with that RNG on contraband contract spawns. Firstly, just know that it is going to take some time, but you can absolutely make it easier for yourself, quicker for yourself. But overall, again, unless you get incredibly lucky where you get one new one after another, and you don't get any duplicates, it's going to take a little bit of time. But the best ways that I've found to do this is to just jump into some plunder games here at this. You end up landing for a helicopter and then farming either at the first choice supply run contracts or something smaller like a recon contract. And if you do have more players, this can absolutely help you out in efficiency. One player can end up taking a helo to grab the contracts, another one can go to complete them. Or if you have 2, 3, or 4 players and you jump into a helo and do recon contracts, obviously that progresses those faster than if you just have one person doing so. But all you have to do is just try and do these quicker ones. Personally, for me, I found those bounty contracts, those scavenger contracts, they take a little too long because in Plunder, those scavenger caches are much farther apart than if they were in BR. Then, of course, you have things like your Most Wanted contract, which take multiple minutes to complete, whereas supply runs and recons, you can do multiple of them within a 3 to 4 minute span here. So then that spawns even more contraband contracts for you in a single match, and of course allows you to unlock even more at that time. And if you don't have time to jump on right now, I wouldn't stress it too much. Right now, again, like we mentioned, some of these unlocks seem to be bugged. A lot of players are going to do the exact same thing, so you're going to be burning a lot more supply run contracts. Honestly, if I were to give you a sort of best time to do this in the next week here, I'd say maybe like Sunday or Monday, because that's when people will start to lose interest in doing this. Probably those unlock rewards will be fixed out, so you're not doing them for nothing. And then that'll be the best time to probably do this unimpeded in a sense. You won't have people going for the same contracts, the same landing zones, and things like that. So if you want to hold off for a couple of days, that's honestly a great idea if you ask me. That's what I would probably be doing if I wasn't trying to gain footage here to put in this video to showcase for you guys. So if you're not in any hurry, don't try and put yourself in one. That said, that's where we're going to wrap it up. Just want to tell you guys a little bit about what's up on deck here, what you can earn from this, and of course, let you know a little bit of the best ways to do so in an efficient manner. So that said, that's where we're going to wrap it up. But before we do be sure to check out the link in the description below to catch all the action coming with the CDL as the final 8 teams battle it out for the crown. Make sure to check it all out and get in on the viewer incentives you can find as a part of the coming playoffs and champs weekend. Get all the intel in that link in the description. But as we wrap it up, let me know your thoughts down below. Do you guys like like the idea of getting some of these blueprints for free? Do you hope that we see another Easter egg blueprint here reward coming at some point within Season 5? Again, hopefully it's at launch if you ask me. But whatever the case may be, how you feel about Blueprint Blitz, let me know down below. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you drop a like down below. And of course, if you're new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Warzone, Cold War, Modern Warfare, anything COD related, especially as we gear up for Season 5 here in the next coming days. Make sure you stick it here so you don't miss a single thing. If you also want to follow me over on Twitter and Instagram, those are the best places to get outside of YouTube. Probably live on both those. So if you guys want to strike a conversation, ask me a question, whatever it may be, that link is down there in the description below. That said, thanks so much for watching. Modest Man Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care and peace.